Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. Today's pick a card reading is going to be about karmic relationships or situations. We're going to ask why you're in this relationship or situation and try to figure out what the lesson you're supposed to learn is. So, again, why you're in the relationship or situation and what is the lesson. Let's get into it. This is pile 1, pile 2, and this is pile 3. I'll give you a moment to meditate on your pile. If you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. Okay, so since the energy surrounding each pile was so heavy, messages started to come in before I even decided to flip the cards to see what they were. So pile 1, if you selected this crystal, when I was shuffling your cards, not even now as I try to read them, the song On and On by Erykah Badu kept playing in my head. And the line that kept repeating over and over, ironically enough, is peace and blessings manifest with every lesson learned. And I felt really heavy in the heart chakra area, which I did for every pile, obviously, considering what this reading is. But it's just really feeling stuck in that specific line over and over again, on and on. Peace and blessings manifest with every lesson learned. So that's for you, pile number 1. Let's get into your reading. All right, pile 1. It's very easy to see the reason you're in this situation or relationship is to teach you independence and to teach you courage and confidence and feeling secure within you and actively outside of yourself, like being able to manifest on your own. Right now, you feel extremely dependent on this person or the situation, and that's why you have this repeating cycle with them. Because I believe that this is an on and off again situation. So if it's a relationship, you and this person probably break up and get back together a lot. If it's a situation, for example, a job, it's something you constantly try to leave, or you do leave and come back because you're not content and happy with the situation. That being said, while you're not happy, you feel like you need this person or the situation. You feel like this is the best you're going to get, and that anything else is a gamble that will probably backfire. That's how you're feeling about the situation. At least that's the energy I'm picking up right now, currently. You honestly know the lesson you're supposed to learn. You're just actively ignoring it. That's exactly what these cards say. Like you're actively working against yourself and your growth, because you even have the why card. Like, ask yourself why. It's like spirit's being real sassy with you. Why? You tell me, kind of a thing. And it's right on top of the teaching in reversed card, because I don't know if it's a bit dark because it's raining, but that's the teaching card above it in reversed. So why? You tell me. What are you avoiding? What's the lesson you're refusing to learn? Spirit is trying to teach you, but you won't listen, right? Emotions are running high. You have all of this intense anxiety, right? You're struggling against the transformation. Struggle, death. You're struggling against the transformation you're supposed to make, right? And that's why, as I was shuffling the cards, it's funny because the line is relevant, but the title of the song is relevant too. On and on. You keep going on and on. Peace and blessings manifest with every lesson learned. You don't have to fear completing this cycle. You need to learn the lesson so that you can move on instead of constantly repeating this cycle over and over again, which you will do until you eventually learn the lesson. We have the Four of Pentacles and Strength in reverse, right? So right now you truly lack, again, security within yourself and confidence within yourself. Like, you do not feel like you have the capacity to do things without this situation or this person. Like, you are really dependent on them. Like, you truly believe that there is no way for you to be successful. I don't know if maybe you're a stay-at-home partner in this relationship, or maybe this person makes a lot more money than you, and it's like, okay, well, they pay a lot of the bills and I need this money that they make, even though I know that I probably should be looking towards leaving because we've outgrown one another. Spirit wants you to know you're actively fighting. We have the Seven of Wands. All of these messages, all of these downloads, all of the information that Spirit is trying to send you. And this is a general reading, so I'm not going to go into specifically what that should be, but I don't have to, because that's part of why you're in this karmic cycle, is because you need to learn how to download some of these messages on your own. Like, we come to these pick a card readings for guidance, for help, but I'm not going to spoon feed it to you and limit your growth. You have to grow on your own. So right now, Spirit is actually not happy with you because you are not doing the work. You are completely ignoring all of the red flags. You're completely ignoring all of your own intuition. Your spirit guides are literally knocking you in the back of your head. I don't know if you've been having a lot of accidents lately, like not anything maybe extremely harmful, like a car accident or anything like that. It's possible if you have, because it can be extreme, but little accidents here or there, like maybe you sprained your ankle or you knocked your elbow, and you find that lately you've been extra clumsy for whatever reason, like small, minor, oh, I bumped my arm, I jammed my finger, things like that. That's Spirit trying to get your attention, because you are not listening at all. And that confidence that you lack, that security that you don't feel without this person or situation, all of the information you need, all of the guidance you need towards taking the steps away from this person or situation is within you. And they're literally trying to, like, apparently there's a way right now that you just refuse to see. I don't know if it's just not ideal. I'm hearing some people are going to have to downsize. Maybe there's a certain lifestyle you're accustomed to and you'd rather just be miserable for the sake of it. That's on you. But there's a certain path right now that is very clear that you just either refuse to take, or you're just avoiding even acknowledging that it's a path. So, like I said, what's the karmic relationship situation? You feeling dependent on it. Like, it's literally you're just dependent on this person or situation because security, you're comfortable. You're comfortable in your misery. Literally. You're comfortable feeling anxious all the time. I'd rather feel anxious emotionally and be financially secure. That's what I heard. So, like, clinging to dear life, to the situation. And honestly, you're clinging, the cards that I have here showing me how much you're clinging to the situation, to the point where, like, maybe this person or situation they've even shown you that it's time to move on. Like, they've literally tried to distance you. Like, maybe the job is trying to leave you. Like, a lot of people got laid off recently. Maybe you were laid off but you're clinging, trying to find your way back into the job, or maybe this person tried to leave you and you kept pushing your way back in, and it's a karmic situation both ways. They have an unhealthy attachment to you as well as you them. And again, it's a lesson that we're all supposed to learn. I'm not saying you're not supposed to be with this person. I'm saying you're not supposed to be on the path to try to stay with this person. That's the difference. Once the lesson is learned, you're supposed to move on, but you are delaying yourself and negatively impacting your growth and development as a person. So there's something you should be doing. There's a very specific path that you can take. Again, most likely you'll have to downsize, reduce your costs. Because again, the reality is we like to be victims in karmic cycles. We have to take accountability for ourselves. And right now, it looks like, even though I'm reading from your energy, I can step outside of it and see that whatever this person or situation is doing to you, that you perceive yourself as the victim, you're not the victim, because one, you have the power to remove yourself from the situation, and two, you're as guilty, quote unquote guilty, because it's not a guilty thing, it's just a lesson that needs to be learned. You're taking advantage of this person or situation as much as you feel taken advantage of. Like, this is an equal give and take, because again, you're literally refusing to leave the situation or relationship. Like, even if this person did try to leave you, like, you would not let them go, even though you probably don't even want them anymore. You are refusing to leave the situation because you know you need this person or situation financially, for security of whatever kind. So I'm not judging you. I'm truly not. I just wanted to share that perspective that I'm not quite certain you've seen, because we always see things from our viewpoint, how we feel, what's happening to us, but we forget sometimes to reverse it and see what we're projecting out. And right now, what you're projecting out is an energy of, I need to be taken care of. I need to feel secure. I need this person. And not only am I not going to move on, I'm not going to let this person move on because I need them. Okay? So right now, Pile Ones, the lesson, open up, listen to your intuition, put your pride aside, do what you need to do. You've outgrown the situation has outgrown you. Please stop clinging to for dear life. Let the transformation happen, because you can. You have this 10 of Pentacles here. I don't know if I said 10. If I said 10, I heard 10 like I said 10. If I didn't, it's not here, but wow, that's a beautiful card. That's, it's not in here, but because I'm hearing 10 of Pentacles, that's what's waiting for you. I was really talking about this King of Pentacles, which is the King of Rainbows, the abundance card in front of us. I mean, there's so much waiting for you once you reach the point of letting go, learning the lesson, letting the cycle close, and then starting your next one. Because your next one is extremely prosperous, because you learn how to be secure truly, not reliant on this person or situation to take care of you. You'll be able to do it on your own. Right? So again, peace and blessings manifest with every lesson learned. You have something to gain here by continuing with your growth. So stop ignoring the call. All right, Pile One, that's all I have for you. If this resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, Pile Two, if you selected this crystal, this is your reading. So before I look at the cards, I had a download and I just wanted to share with you. You are extremely indecisive, Pile Twos. You need to stop, because I can already tell that you're the type of person that consults the cards if you read them yourselves, or finds a general reading or looks for a channeled message before you make any decision, and that is not good at all. So stop. Please stop. Try to use your intuition and your own judgment sometimes, because that's probably a major part in what these cards are going to show. Your indecisiveness and your constant need for validation in your decisions and ideals, how you feel, things that you should do from everyone but yourself and spirit. So let's look at the cards. Alright, pile 2, it's exactly as I said. You have extreme anxiety when it comes to making decisions, and you often consult things and people outside of yourself before making any moves, and you can't. So you have to work through your fears and clear that energy. Like, you have to clear that emotional energy, that anxiety that's holding you back. Like, this is personal. I know we're talking about a relationship, but this is right now exactly what you're supposed to learn from this situation and this relationship, is that you can't always depend on other people. You can't always depend on other people, and you can't always rely on situations to be as you want them to be. Okay? Because part of the problem with you being in this karmic situation, part of the thing that you don't want to let go, is that you are set in your ways, you're fixed, and you don't like change, and you really don't want to start all over with a new relationship or a new job or whatever. Like, when you started this relationship or situation, in your mind, this was it. You were done. You were going to get married, or you were going to be with this person forever. This was your job. Like, this is the company you were going to start with. This is the company you were going to finish with. You saw yourself moving up, but that's not your path. That's not what's supposed to happen. And you are here in this situation, this karmic cycle right now, to learn flexibility and to trust yourself a little more, which is similar to pile 1, but you have the discernment card in the middle, which is exactly what I channeled in before flipping the cards over. You cannot keep consulting things and people outside of yourself to decide how to live your life. And you also can't just plan it to the point where you have issues deviating from what the original idea you had was, because now you're in a situation that you're no longer supposed to be in, but you're sticking it out because, yes, you are loyal, but you're sticking it out because you feel committed to this thing. You've already decided. You decided prematurely, before you were even in the situation well enough, that that this was it, and that this was your person. Like, you weren't even in a relationship with this person when you decided, like, this is my person. I'm going to be with this person forever. This is the job. This is the situation I'm going to be in. I like it here, even though you weren't even there yet. You're being told by spirit, the lesson you need to learn is discernment. You have to the sea, which is flowing and moving with spirit as spirit guides you, and allowing things to happen as they should, right? You know, you have the that's the Knight, I think, of Wands there, and the 8 of Wands. You really, and also masculine energy, which is moving and just moving freely, and trusting that you're making the right decisions in the moment. Sorry, my light went out. Let me put it back on. There we go. Basically, which is funny because light's out. That's you right now. Like, your light is out. Like, you're not even trying to turn it back on. So that was a message from spirit for you. But to the sea, flowing with spirit, and not trying to control everything, because you can't predetermine every outcome. You don't know what the future holds. You can't plan and stick to a plan every single time you have one. So Spirit says use your discernment. You have to be able to think on the fly, think in the moment, think as things change. Okay, that's the lesson right now that this karmic situation is trying to teach you. Discernment, knowing when the plan no longer serves you, knowing when you need a new plan, knowing when the outcome, the desired outcome you had originally may need to be rethought. Like, you need to know how to regroup and adjust. You don't know how to do that at the moment. You only know how to create plans and stick to them, and you can't always do that. I'm wondering, how to, like, if you're taking a trip and something happens with your car, and even if it's just like a flat and it's not the hugest deal, like, what happens if that sets you back? Like, what do you do? How do you react to that? Like, does that completely ruin your month? I'm wondering, like, what happens when things have to be adjusted? Do you get upset with the people around you? Does it ruin the whole atmosphere, the whole mood? Do people avoid you when they know things are gonna go not according to your plan? Because I feel like you're that person, okay? And you can't be that way. And honestly, in this relationship, I feel, and this is for the relationship people, this person already knows that they don't want to be with you anymore, and they probably already have feelings for someone else. This is not all of you, but some. And you might already know, but you still won't, like, no, this is a phase. Like, that's just a little lust. Like, that person's not gonna leave me for that other person. They probably will. I'm making sure that you know. But this person probably is avoiding breaking up with you because they know how you probably the type to act crazy. I'm gonna say that because the reason why I use all of those examples of what do you do and how do you react when things don't go according to your plan, because I know you have intense reactions. I know you do. This emotional release card lets me know that everything that you hold in comes out when things don't go your way. So you need to find the source of that. Why do you need to control everything? You know, what happens if you can't be in control? Why losing control of a situation and other people? Why does that create such an intense reaction out of you? Because I know for a fact that that is your personality type. Not personality type, because that's kind of set, but why do you react to your emotions in that way? Because you're probably violent, you probably yell, scream, throw fits. So, and if this person hasn't already tried to leave you, that's why they haven't. And if this person tries to leave you, you probably act crazy. They know you act crazy, and that you're not gonna let them go anywhere because you have a plan and you've already decided without their consent. But that being said, the lesson, how to, for you, discernment. Working through those fears, learning how to manage your emotions. My light keeps going out, so I'm going to wrap this up and figure this out before pile 3. But discernment for you, learning to live life on the fly, letting things come as they should, not being in control all the time. That's what this karmic relationship or situation is here to teach you, pile 2. If this resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Alright, pile 3, if you selected this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we look at the cards, I want to just share a message that I heard as I was shuffling, and then once I went to look at the cards. Right now, it was very difficult for me to concentrate on the question that we had for today, and it really was. It was hard for me to concentrate. So it took a lot of extra focus to pull cards for you, and I feel like that's your energy already coming in as I don't want to say indecisive because you're not an indecisive person. That was Pow 2. Well, that was not necessarily them, but your energy is more just like you live in your head a lot, you think a lot about things that are not present. So, what I mean by that is you think about you think a lot about things that have already happened or things that you want to or hope don't happen, just the future, so past and future, and you rarely live in the moment. And I know I say live in the moment a lot, but your case is a special case because it's not just living in the moment that you don't do. Like, you're so focused on past and future that you don't even realize what the present is. Like, it's not just avoiding the present, it's you, even when you pull back to, like, okay, when you pull back from your future thoughts or your past memories, when you come back to the present, when you live in the present moment, like, because I don't believe that you don't, but when you eventually come back from those not current energies, you've missed so much that your perception is not necessarily what it would be if you had all of the facts. So you literally can't see the present for what it is because you spend so little time there that when you come back and, like, let's say you don't think about, you're like, I'm not going to think about the future today, I'm not going to think about the past today. Like, you, let's say you work, because we all do work and it's not an overnight thing that's going to happen. It's more progress daily, going forward, baby steps towards the end goal of growth. But when you do commit to living in the present and experiencing the present, I don't believe you see it in truth, because, or what your truth would be, because you don't see any of the things that you missed when you were living in the future, or when you were living or reflecting on the past. Like, somebody went to the store and you were daydreaming about what used to happen and what you hope will happen, and they come back and you don't even realize they ever left. That kind of a thing. So we need to work on that because it is affecting how you live, because obviously you can't live if you don't have all of your facts of your experience, right? So let's look at your cards. Okay, pile threes. It's interesting because as I was flipping the cards over to lay them out so you can see, I got the feeling of like, okay, I'm done with this reading, I'm over it, and it didn't make any sense to me why I was getting that energy in. And now I'm realizing that it's you, and you're not necessarily over the reading, you're over the situation, which is interesting. So the reason why you're not paying attention to the present is because you're done with it. Like, you've already detached from the situation. You've already distanced yourself emotionally from the situation. You're just waiting for the right time to move in the direction you want to go. It's not quite the right time for you to do that yet, in your mind at least. So yeah, you're in your head reflecting on the memories and planning for the future constantly, rarely in the moment, because the moment to you, it doesn't matter, because you're in a situation that you've outgrown, and you've actually learned the lesson. It's just a matter of timing. Like, you're there in spirit and in mind. It's just the physical moves haven't been made yet. And that's interesting and impressive as well, because you're literally planning. And I'm not sure if this person knows, so you should be honest and clear with your intentions with this other person or the other party, whether it's a company, whatever, that you're in this karmic situation or relationship with. You do need to be, I won't tell you to be transparent because that doesn't always work out, but do be upfront and honest about your intentions. Like, obviously, if don't tell your current employer that you're like this close to another job. Obviously, that's not something you should do, but do have a certain integrity about it if you can. If not, sometimes we're in situations that are toxic and that we do need to move completely in silence. And that's okay too. But you are actually done with this person, done with the situation. There's so much good things that you have planned, so many, like you really are planning your next move to be single. Like, I mean, like I have so much prosperity coming in, like this new life, the ripeness, the maturity, like you have a new beginning. You have omens, like you have so much good coming in. You know, you have temperance, everything balancing out, but here and now, the fact that you have here and now and new life up there together, let me know, you know, you're in your head, because here and now you're worried about your new life you're about to have. You're not worried about this time that you're sitting here ready to like, this is an interlude. Like, this is a break. Like right now, this is a break before your next period of life. You are not committed to this situation any longer. And honestly, I'm trying to see what lesson you even learned. Obviously, you know, because you've learned it. I think for a lot of you it's going to be a lots of different things, but I do see perception. I do see have faith in your dreams. So seeing things clearly could be the lesson that you have to learn, and maybe that's maybe that's the final push. You've learned the main lessons that this karmic situation was supposed to bring you, but with this have faith in your dreams and perception, like the message I had before I looked at the cards, make sure you have all the facts. Something might sneak up on you. You know, you have the Seven of Swords. I do feel like that's you making your plans and everything, and I do see Five of Swords, like you coming out victorious, but there may be a little bit of a battle or whatever coming out, like something that you don't quite see yet, and that's why the time isn't right yet. That's why you have that feeling, because you're actually doing a good job of trusting your intuition. Like, you know, not yet, not quite yet. You can't make that move yet physically, and it's because of whatever perception, whatever it is you haven't seen yet. Something hasn't been revealed to you yet, or because you spent all this time planning. Remember, you removed yourself from the relationship. Like, you're in the relationship physically, but you're not there mentally or in spirit. So as you're thinking, planning, okay, this is my exit, I'm planning something this person is doing or other people, something is happening that you are not aware of yet, because again, you're getting your paperwork together. If it's a divorce, you know, child support, whatever it's gonna be, the end of this relationship, whatever it's gonna be for the end of this relationship, partnership with a company, something you're doing, like as you're busy, because I mean, it takes a lot of time and energy to plan moving out of a situation. So as you're planning that, something is happening that, again, you're reflecting, you're planning, something's happening. So do pull into the present a little more. You know, it looks like your plans are for the most part handled, and you know, you've already reflected on the memories and how the relationship was, but because you're at a good place where you know exactly what it is you want to do and how to do it, and that it's a timing thing, I need you to pull back in a little bit to the present and just kind of observe things and see what's going on around you. And once whatever that is clears or reveals itself, I think it'll be time for you to move forward. There's some knowledge that you need. There's some information that you haven't seen or perceived something yet. Okay, pile 3? So this was a good pile. You seem very into your power, knowing what it is you're going to do. At first I thought you were just foggy brain and had so much going on mentally, but really you were just getting everything together. You had zero interest in being in the present energy. You're just trying to get out of it. So that's all I have for you, pile number 3. If this resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.